Hey everyone! Welcome to the very first episode of Wonder Egg Retrospective, the show where I take a look back on every episode of Wonder Egg Priority, breaking them down, analyzing each, and giving my own thoughts about it all, right back to you. So, originally I was going to review the first 3 episodes, The Domain of Children, The Terms of Friendship, and A Bare Knife. But I don't think the 3 episode rule applies to Wonder Egg, since I think it sets itself up just fine with episode 1, and builds upon itself in episode 2. Episode 3 feels a lot more like really good leftovers from a restaurant that you left in the fridge overnight. Now, not to say that it's a bad episode, but that Wonder Egg doesn't need the 3 episode rule for itself. I think it sets itself up just fine with just episode 1, and episode 2 is the dessert that simply adds to the amazing flavor. So enough waiting around. Let's get to cracking our first egg, shall we? But before we can even begin, let's discuss one topic at hand, the 3 episode rule. This is a rule anime fandom has created in which it states, in 3 episodes or less, a show and its premise should be able to keep the viewer invested for the rest of the ride or whatever the series has for them. But should it really take just 3 episodes to do that? In my opinion, at least. To allow a viewing experience to be decided by the 3rd episode makes sense for someone that doesn't really watch television or doesn't have enough time for it. But it's also extremely limiting, especially when you can never tell what the show has planned for you at the end of it. What if there's a tonal shift that happens later on, or development that you really wanted to see? Or what if that same thing I just talked about happens literally in episode 4, but you decided to stop because that's what you were told to do? I've seen other discussions about this and even other opinions about this, and I'm not alone in this idea. Some people take 5 or 6 episodes to truly like it, or maybe just even the first, or hell, maybe they watch the entire series just to see why someone else would like it, or maybe why they would like it. So here's some of my own experiences where I never needed the rule. Gurren Lagann is possibly my oldest, because I remember the beginning of the first episode making me so excited to see what would happen, to see this amazing space opera just take place before me. And the rest of the episode, I was still very much excited. I was seeing the past before this event even started. I was going to see how we got from this to this. I think my most modern example would be the first episode of My Dress Up Darling. I got so invested in seeing Gojo finally be validated for his passions and hobby, to not hide that passion from others and keep him to himself. Because of someone like Marin, he was able to warm up to others, to be told that his talent can be used to help others, not just to help serve a single goal that may not even be fulfilled at the end. I think what really popularized this rule was Madoka Magica and how the 3rd episode subverted the expectations of the magical girl genre. But that was that show. That was Madoka. Some shows can do something different with the 3rd episode, or maybe have already settled with their premise and their format. I feel like as if Madoka had some sort of butterfly effect with its audience because of its 3rd episode. They expect every other series' 3rd episode to do the same, or to have like something that keeps them going. It's why we have those memes that go, oh don't worry, One Piece gets better after 700 episodes. Oh don't worry, if you don't like Dragon Ball, then you can just watch Dragon Ball Z and see if you still like it. You know, those type of memes. But does this rule even still stand? How about we see? How about we see if this still stands by tackling